We've all been there, right? The game ends, you know you didn't play your best, and boom, your confidence just plummets. Suddenly it feels like more than just one bad performance. So how do you actually get that confidence back? Let's break down exactly how to rebuild it step by step.
The final buzzer sounds, the crowd noise fades, and you're just left there with your own thoughts. That sinking feeling in your gut says it all. That was not a good one. And that feeling, it's more than just being disappointed. It's the kind of feeling that starts to eat away at what you believe you're capable of.
But here's the thing you have to understand. The bad game itself, that's not the real threat. The real danger is the mental spiral that happens in the hours and even days that follow. That's what does the lasting damage. That's what can sabotage your next performance.
So, here's our game plan. We're going to start by understanding something called the confidence spiral. Then, we'll dive into 4 really practical tools you can use: separating your performance from your identity, controlling your inner narrative, rebuilding with evidence, and using a solid reset routine. And we'll wrap it all up with a plan for your very next game.
All right, let's jump in. First up, the confidence spiral. Let's figure out why one single bad game can feel so absolutely crushing to our self-belief.
So when you play badly, your brain doesn't just register it as a few mistakes. Your emotional brain, the limbic system, actually treats it like a real threat. It feels like you've lost something important, maybe your status on the team, the trust of your coach, or your own reputation.
And this threat response has very real effects. Your attention narrows and zooms in on every single mistake you made. You start overthinking and second-guessing everything. Basically, your brain becomes less efficient. You stop playing freely and go into self-protection mode. And that's when you start playing not to lose instead of playing to win.
So, how do we stop this from happening? Well, the very first, most important step is this. You have to separate the performance from your identity. A bad game is just a collection of data. It is not a final verdict on who you are as an athlete.
This idea is everything. You've got to internalize this. Your value, your talent, your potential, none of that is determined by one off day. You have to protect that core belief that you are a capable and resilient competitor no matter what the last result was.
And this is really the heart of the problem. A confidence crash is what happens when we mix up what happened with who we are. We start telling ourselves stories like, I'm unreliable or I'm just not clutch. The solution? Keep your identity stable. The game was temporary. Who you are is not.
Here's a super simple drill you can use right away. After a tough game, just complete this sentence. You might write, "Today's performance says something about my focus, not about my ability." See what that does? It forces you to look for a reason without attacking yourself.
Okay, building right off of that, our next tool is all about controlling that voice inside your head. And it comes down to one simple switch: replacing harsh judgment with objective description. Just look at the difference here. On the left, that's the judgment spiral. I was awful. I always mess up. It's emotional, and it doesn't lead anywhere productive. But on the right, you've got the problem-solving brain. My decision-making slowed down. My focus wasn't there. That's descriptive. It points to a real fixable issue, and that keeps you in control.
And this is such a key insight. A lot of people think the answer is just be positive, but trying to tell yourself I'm amazing when you feel terrible just doesn't work. What's way more powerful is accurate thinking. It's about seeing the situation for what it actually was, and that protects your confidence from all that emotional baggage.
All right, our third tool is about rebuilding your confidence with cold, hard evidence. Because remember this, confidence follows action. You don't just think your way into it. Real, lasting confidence is built on proof, the proof that you can execute.
Here's a quick example. Let's say a tennis player's confidence is totally shot because they keep double faulting. So at their next practice, they decide to forget about the outcome of the serve. Instead, they focus only on 2 things they can control: the height of their toss and their breathing. By nailing those little things again and again, they start to feel in control, and their confidence comes back. Because now it's tied to something they can actually do, not a result they can't fully control.
And you can do this too. Your very next time you train, just pick one small controllable thing. Your only goal is to track how consistently you can do it. Forget about the bigger picture for a little while. You are literally building your confidence back up, piece by piece, with actual proof.
Okay, our final tool gives you structure. The best athletes on the planet don't just hope they'll feel confident again, they're proactive. They have a system, they have a reset routine.
And a great reset routine can be this simple. Step 1, consciously decide that the game is over. No more replaying your mistakes on a loop. Step 2,
pull out just one constructive lesson, not 5, just one. And step 3, define one clear focus for next time. This process breaks that emotional spiral and gives you a path forward.
Think about someone like Cristiano Ronaldo. When he has a bad game, he doesn't wallow in it. He doubles down on his routine, his sleep, his recovery, his preparation. He trusts his process to get him back on track, even when his emotions are all over the place.
So, we've gone through the tools, now let's put it all together. Let's build your game plan for that crucial time leading up to your next competition.
Here's your checklist before you compete again. 1. Review that last performance one more time, but do it like a scout, objectively. 2. Commit to that one controllable focus that you picked out. And 3, this is a big one. Accept that your confidence might still feel a little shaky. And that's fine. You're going to play anyway.
And this is maybe the most important takeaway. We often get it backwards. We think we need to feel confident in order to perform well. But it's actually the other way around. High-level performance doesn't wait for confidence. Committing to your plan and executing, especially when you feel uncertain, is what creates real, unshakable confidence. So, to sum it all up, a bad game doesn't have to define you. To make your confidence truly resilient, remember these 4 things. Separate your identity from your performance, control your inner narrative, rebuild your trust with proof, and rely on your routines, not your emotions.
That's how you take a setback and turn it into the foundation for your next success. So, I'll leave you with this question. What's the hardest mental battle for you after a bad game? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.